Hello everybody, this is Spy Art Victim with another video for you today. I'm going to go through some stream setups. I had a client ask me about some stream setups and how I do my streams, and I wanted to show him how to add a GIF animation that I sold him into his stream, and I recommend OBS. It's the program you see here. We're going to get into the meat of that, but first I'm going to kind of show you my hardware and what my desk looks like. Some behind the scenes action here. It was a little bit weird at first because I had to record the beginning of this video again, and then we're gonna switch out to the other video here in a second as we do the things, because of course I can't get things right the first time. I had to hook up my my blue snowball microphone so I could walk around the room. That's basically the problem I had, is as I walked away from my laptop microphone, my voice kept cutting out. So yeah, let me show you my hardware first, and we'll talk about this program here. It's basically the program that I run everything through. It's so robust. It's called Open Broadcasting Software, OBS Studio. You can find it on the internet. I'll try to put the links in the chat. If you have any comments, put it in the comments there. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'm going to kind of try to just get right into it. Yeah, so swipe on over. So here's my desk view camera as we see it normally. I'm going to click off my avatar here too so that it doesn't just glitch out and look like a spaz as I walk around the room. Okay, so taking my camera off of its base, I got my camera set up on a pole. I got my whole rigging and everything. There's my computer. There's my phone. There's my 22-inch Huion tablet. And I got it all set up on this shelving unit. And over here is my desk. You know, like I said, usually it's like looking down like that. And then over here I got my markers. So left to right, let's kind of explain things. I'll put my markers over here in case I'm going to use them. You know, got alcohol markers and some liners. Whatever I'm going to be using directly, that goes right onto my desk as I'm working. I got some random supplies in the box there. Random supplies up here. My masking fluid and stuff. Battle cat and some lighting. You know. And any type of thing that I'm working on. My stream notes today. You know, set up the physical, set up software, things I do before I go live, my wish list. I'm going to talk about that stuff. Up here I got my projector. I've been basically, when I first got here, I was using that as a USB hub so I can charge my phone. And then my little HP Mini I've had forever, it doesn't connect to the internet anymore. It uses XP, but I was basically there again using that as music and using it for its USB port so I could run my light and my phone and stuff. My phone here, it if I hook it up, it'll run like, you know, during stream. It likes to I run my stream manager on it for Twitch and things like that, so that I can have a heads-up display about whatever is going on in my chat. If it focuses here. It'll run my chat, activity feed. I can type chat messages in there. My socials, you know, run my Nightbot and things like that. And I'll talk about Nightbot later on. You know, so whoever's chatting will pop up there. I can kind of moderate things. I can edit the stream info through Twitch. I can share the stream or rate a channel, add a stream marker, all kinds of fun stuff. Here's the Snowball Blue microphone that I'm using. Hopefully it's still picking me up pretty good. I'll be able to tell here. Yeah, it's still picking me up pretty good. Probably too loud sometimes. The core of my whole situation, my HP Omen gaming laptop. It has a GeForce GTX graphics card right in there. And it's got an i7 core, 32 gigabytes of hard drive. It's got a terabyte of RAM, terabyte of memory. So definitely I recommend getting 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's been a help. My little chair. Under here I got a my headphone that I use to isolate my noises while I'm on stream. That really helps with having echoes and stuff like that. This little ottoman I put under there. It helps me to put my feet up while I'm streaming. If I want to store some stuff under there, my massive cords. Of course, you're gonna have that, you know. My laptop's got a HDMI cable and you know, and then my ports for my cameras and my microphone, and it's got a VHC port for my phone, and there's my glove for running on my tablet. I really love my Google Home dock. That's considered part of my system. Hey Google, play me some music, please.
All right, here's Spotify.
Hey Google, stop. Yeah. And then, I mean, what's cool is that she'll find my phone for me. Hey Google, will you ring my phone, please?
Sure. Your Galaxy A03 should be ringing now.
Awesome. Thank you, Google. So then, yeah, so then I got my tablet. It's a Huion Canvas 22 Pro. I definitely recommend this tablet. It's a touch display tablet. Got all the buttons on the side, which is very helpful. And the slider. The sliders are... Sometimes I'll hit those sliders a little bit accidental, but, you know, it's worth it. Sometimes I'll actually... let me get my pen here. Sometimes I'll just run my stream right off of my off my tablet here. I can use it as a second display and everything. So, you know, if I need to do whatever, I can do it right here. It's awesome. I actually physically and in the controls, I broke my pen because I hate clicking those buttons accidentally while I'm streaming. That's pretty much my setup. I need to get a hub so I can add more items, but that's about it. You know, I'd like to, you know, talking about my wish list, I'd like to get a stream deck someday. A little bit more note about this is how to hook up your cameras. Now this is the second camera I have. It's right now, it's just for display so I can show you how things are working. as I'm using the camera. But I just basically got a rod in there, just kind of cantilevered over my desk. It works good. I can kind of move it here if I need. I can kind of motivate that. When I hook it back up, I'll have a piece of tape on there so it doesn't fall accidental, and basically that's it. That's all you need to do is have something to hold your camera up while you're working down below. Basically got this, and you're like stable like that. Now, if this doesn't work for you, you don't have one of these nice shelving units. What I've done before is I've put in a shelf bracket, like one of those L shelf brackets, just the bracket on the wall with like a just a piece of wood coming out, and that can hold your camera just as well. Whatever you do to rig it up, it doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to show your deal, right? You could use a tripod. You could use different things. Man, I keep working away from my microphone. Hopefully it keeps going for me, because that's what my problem was with my original videos. I walked away from my my other camera. My microphone is up here on my tablet in that little hole right there. See if I can point. Boom, right there. And then I got two of them. And then that little camera right there is what shows my face cam or my avatar cam, which I just use as a virtual camera. And we can get into all that as we go. So yeah, I think that's all my I think I went through all my hardware. I'll get into the meat of the deal. And I'm gonna switch up. We're going into infinite multiverse loops here, everybody. Boom. All right. So, let me stop it there, because I wonder if I recorded this all right. Oh, I think I did. I'm gonna get rid of this camera here too. We'll turn that off. Actually, I'll just put it back. Okay, that's the end of my hardware setup. And I'll do, let's see. I'm trying to find out what display capture. I got something on that's showing. Oh, my big desk. So let's go to my notes here. Let me talk about the. I think I want to talk about the software setup just a little bit. Let's talk about that, because we're on it right now. And I'll put my avatar on here so it's like got something to look at while we're doing things here, like I'm talking to you. Okay. All right. There we go. Now, if you notice, man, this is going to be kind of confusing to some people because you're going to have um, multiple little arrows. You just got to look for the big one, all right? Um, this is OBS. This is open broadcasting software. You can download it for free, and I recommend it highly. Um, okay, just the basic layout of this thing when you start it up. Okay, over on the left, this is how I have mine set up. And there's a way to do it. Sometimes you'll have one in the center. It's actually confusing to me just a little bit too. Up on the very top is File, Edit, View, Docs, Profile, Scene Selection Tools, Help. You see that. Um, so I don't use, let's see, File except for if I go to Settings. And this is where you're going to set up your stream, okay? Um, and like I said, I'm just going to go through a little bit of what's going on. This is your main things up here. Edit is for you to do some things. View is the view. Let's see, full screen interface. I'm trying to figure out the one that you want to do so you can get it like mine. Um, and if I find it here again, I'll just have to show you. Maybe it's in this properties down here. So well, let's just talk about that. So there's the top, right, of options you can do, and then down below is is my uh, is my preview of what could be live. Okay, so that's what up on the upper left there. In the center, I have um, my different transitions. So if I want to cut fast, say so to talk about the preview view. I know I'm fumbling. To talk about the preview view, that's where you can preview what's going on. Okay, and then you can take it and you can do a transition, which is in the center here, to over what's on the right. What's on the right is what you are projecting as live. Now we're not live, but this is like the projected view of what would be live if you are. Right now I'm recording, so that's where it's going. It's going into the recording. Um, and I probably just skipped off of the. I probably just skipped off the view. So there again, um, whatever is here is projected to be like this is your preview. This is like what you plan. Here's your transition to what you're going to go live. Okay, this is your pretend like this is your live view. Okay, like right now, like I said, I'm recording here, so that's what is going to be recorded. Um, that's why when I skipped through, you probably saw this whole thing go away. It's a little confusing. I'm sorry. Recap. Here's some options for that. Here's your preview. Here's your scene selections or your transitions and your projected live view. Over here is my source, my scenes, right? This is my scenes that I set up. If I click on these here, live soon invaders, it'll show you a preview of what I could do. Then I can transition and it'll go over here. Or here is another scene. It's my be right back intermission. Here's my intermission video. I got a bunch of scenes set up. Photoshop, my full desk view, which I'm at right now. So you can see full desk view here, and it'll also say program full desk view. So that's what we're on. And I'm also previewing the full desk view. See? If I go to game of number circling, that's what I named it. It'll say game of number circling here, but we're still broadcasting the full desk view. I know it's a lot. This is confusing. And then here's your sources, right? For each of your scenes. You know, if I go to this scene here, I got this set of sources. If I go to this set, I got this set of sources. For each scene, this audio mixer will come up. You know, that's pretty obvious of what could go on there. And then over here on the bottom right is a control board. You can actually change this as well. Sometimes I'll flip it between stats, controls, because the stats will give me you know, like my frames per second, if I drop any frames. But then basically I stay on this. So if I wanted to stop recording, I can hit this button. Oh, okay, studio mode. Boom. That's what I was looking for. Studio mode brings it to one center. Okay? Or boom. Right? I like it to be like this. I like it to be like this because this shows me a preview of what's going on in the upper right, left, and then what's going on in the upper right. The settings are basically the same settings that you saw up on the very top left in the file menu. And exit will just close right down. I could start streaming with this, you know. And that's basically the heads up display. Okay. Okay, it's a lot. All right. Any questions? Hit me up in the chat. I'll try my best. Now, going through a little bit of what I learned on each of these. Okay. Up here in the upper left, I don't really use this a lot. I don't get that deep into things. I like to let it kind of just roll with what it does. You know, basically you can join Discord servers and do all kinds of stuff. The big thing that I will do sometimes here, I mean, you can do a new scene here, and you can duplicate scenes, and you can check for your missing files. You know, like if you move a file around. Um, the docs is what I use the most. So if I wanted to put up a chat doc, right? That'll kind of bring up a doc and I can move it around. And you can actually do that. This is the same thing that I was doing. I do with my phone actually. You know, I actually do that with my phone. That way I can conserve time or space on my screen. So that's why I don't do that here as much. Um, it's nice if you do have two monitors. You can put docs in a different monitor. Um, but I don't get that fancy a lot of times. You know, this is where I have my scenes up, my sources up, my audio mixer. You can take some of this stuff off, you know. But I like to have my audio mixer up because I fuck with things way too much. Scene transitions, that usually comes with the thing anyways. But it puts it up here. That's why, you know, I don't really need that. I don't actually mess with scene transitions much either. I usually use Luna Wipe or Stinger. Stinger is cool because you can add I think Stinger is the one where you can add your own file to it. So I basically have a static, like I'll just switch here and then switch back. See that static? That's my Stinger transition from preview to real view, you know. Um, so that's your docs. That's a good one. Twitch stats and stuff, stream information. Um, let's see. I have used multi-view before to play with things. I don't know. you don't use that very much. What you do use is settings. Now I think I might, let's get into settings in a little bit. I'll tell you why, because it's how to set up your stream and stuff. You know, um, you can add hotkeys. While I'm here, I might as well. Okay, so add your hotkeys. Um, it'll like here. Let's see, general. Let's see, general goes your language, your updates, how you want your updates to go. I don't use most of this stuff. Um, what I do, click to switch between scenes, and what I do use is output. Okay, this is important to me right here in your settings, general. Show confirmation dialog when starting streams. So when you go over to click on your start stream, I don't like it to just start stream. What if I bump it? You know, you could have a boomer moment where you go live and you didn't really um, realize you did it. You know, you could be live and you don't even know it. But if you have this second confirmation, it'll stop you from going live accidental. So very important in my opinion. Um, Show confirmation when stopping streams. Some people like that too. So you might like this output section here. If you want it to automatically record when streaming, that's kind of a good one. I don't, because I usually have it in Twitch. If I do stream, it'll automatically record in Twitch for me, so I don't have to do that. Um, it's got a bunch of settings here, but I don't use most of them. Next tab down, stream. I use Twitch. If you click over here, you can go to YouTube, different things, Facebook, restream, Twitter. You can stream to a lot of different things. It's good that you can stream right to Restream because they are a restreaming service. I don't use that because I use StreamYards if I'm going to do that. I don't really stream to 2 different platforms. I just stream to Twitch, so I don't have to worry about that much myself. On the server, I always just do auto because it'll pick the best one for you. Output, you can kind of see what's going on here. Now this is where you're going to have to customize this for your own deal. I got recording quality high. I got different things set because your hardware is going to be different than my hardware as far as like if you have a graphics card or how much memory you have, how much processor you have. So you're going to have to go online and figure that out. Maybe YouTube, YouTube some setting advice. Audio, same deal. It'll tell you about your microphones that you're using. Right now, I'm using the microphone that's in my Oh, I didn't know I could use my Girlbot speaker, my Google Home speaker. Well, anyways, I'm using the microphone that came with my laptop. It's actually pretty good. And I don't want to hook up my snowball, my Blue Yeti snowball right now. So I just use the one that's provided, the default. It does get into advanced features and stuff here. I'm not that good with, with that. And you can control this in your center display here. So, go back to settings. Video, that will help you to get your video down. I got my FPS down a little bit. I'm not going to tell you how to, recommended settings for that because I don't know. Hotkeys are kind of fun. You can like set up hotkeys for, like stop streaming. If I hit the number 0, boom, I stop streaming. The number 0 on my number pad. So, you know, quick transition I have set number 2. I don't actually use hotkeys very much either. I don't remember them. Accessibility is for color and advanced. There again. So basically all I did was I put my process priority as high. If I'm streaming, I want my stream to be the highest. I want everything else to crash after that. Automatic reconnect. And if you want a stream delay, like if you like there to be a little bit of a delay between you and what's going on in the real world, then you can put that there. I don't recommend it. It takes too much system. So yeah, somewhere here. Okay, go back in the output recording. This is where you can put like your recording path. Like if you're gonna record, it'll put your recording there. I've used that quite a bit. Where I'll, you know, what I do is like before I stream or anything, I do a recording, and then I'll put it in my Art Victim daily stream test recordings, and I can know exactly where that recording is, and go back and look at it and be like, oh, okay, the voice is all right. So, yeah, I thought that I thought this is where, I think before you connect your account, like if I were to disconnect my account here, which I'm definitely not gonna do, um, it it'll start asking you for your stream key, and what you have to do is get that from Twitch, and then put your stream key in here, that type of thing. So yeah, nope, let's not change anything. Going on from there, things I've noticed up here. Now you can click on here, and it brings up these little red things. I have that in my settings set so that I can see those. Like let's click on this, and I can grab it with my button and then move it down, right? And then resize my things. Like if I wanted to resize my avatar, I can click on him. Sometimes it takes a second to get to him. There we go. And I can move and up him like that. Kind of like a drag and drop like in any other program, you know. It's very useful. Now you can also down here start like that. That's how I usually do it. So I just grabbed my display capture, and I can move it like that. You can move it to the left and right, just like any program. You know, my stream sticker thing down here, it might be hard to find, so I can go down here, find it. Oh, it's Ko-Fi supporter. No, that's stream stickers. You know, and I'm not gonna mess with that, but oh, it's a sticker party one. You know, I can move it. That's why sometimes it's hard to figure out. That's why I like to go down here and figure it out. In blue, there's like a preview, and then yeah. So that's what you can actually do in this thing here. You know, if I were to do a stinger, it would actually show what's going on. If I move it back to good and do a stinger, it's back to good, right? All right. So then let's go to your transitions. Each one you can change them here. I don't really, you know, once you get them set up, you know, you can set up how long it takes or whatever. You can remove it. Up here is like you can duplicate, you know, you can do a lot of fancy things I don't do. Basically, I have it set to swipe or to fade to black, swipe left, or do a stinger. You know, usually when I do stingers, I do a little just with my voice. Um, I don't know. I think you can actually set it up with a voice or with a little sound clip, but I don't know. I can't remember. This is kind of cool. Like, okay, so let's say I want to do this, right? This is just a fader. You can fade it left and right all by yourself. I do that quite a bit. And sometimes I'll leave it halfway. And then whatever, you know, remember, whatever is projecting over here is your supposed live view. Um, so if I want to do that, I can just fade over and she'll start showing. And as long as you don't click it all the way over, no, which I did. I clicked it all the way over. It'll lock in. Let's see. Let's go to the fun stuff, okay? I mean, here's properties and filters. You can run filters on every single scene. So the display is your, you know, display capture. Okay, over on the left down here is your scenes. These are what you want to set up when you first start getting ready to stream. Say you want 3 basic streams. You want a live soon stream. You want a working stream, which I got a million of them. You know, say your face and whatever. Say you want a second working stream like your desk. You might want to set up that. And say you want to have a see you later end stream. You know, this is how you set up your stream, your scenes. Okay, over here on the bottom is a little plus. It's add scene. There's a delete scene, like remove your selected scene. You can tell your selected ones is by it's in blue. You know, if I click on it, if I move up, it's just moving up. But if I click on it, it selects it. So right here, I selected the end scene. I can remove it. I can add a filter right here. If I want to just move up, like if I want to move it on up into in the queue, like, you know, here's my list. I can move it up like that. I like it to be at the bottom, so let's put it to the bottom. You can also drag and drop by clicking on your left click on your mouse or your keyboard, and then you can hold it and drag it up. So that's kind of neat. See how I can drag it? That's a trick. Now in each scene, say, okay, right now I'm on the full desk view. So in each scene, what you'll see is over here is your sources. Basically, this is the guts of each scene. So on my full desk view, I have the real one, which is my avatar, the AV badge, which you can't see because I'm in front of it, and then your display capture, which is actually the whole display that you're seeing, and then alert follow. I can get into that later. Ko-Fi robot. See, that's some fancier stuff. But anyways, this is all the stuff that's over here, like this pizza. So if I click on the pizza, right, I got a little eyeball. See how the sticker extension has an eyeball, and the real one and the display. That means that is what's showing. See, I can click it on and off. and it's showing or not. So if I were to take this, what is that going to do? Pizza, and click the eyeball, it'll show, except that it's behind. They're like layers on a Photoshop type program or something. It's a layer. So if I want to, I can move it up, just like in the scene. I can move it up, and eventually it'll show because now it's above my display capture. So then I can click it on and off with the eyeball. Simple as that. I can click on and off the display capture with the eyeball. Simple as that. Um, so that's how you can motivate these. You can also right click on your mouse or your keyboard, um, your little touchpad. So right click will bring up each one of these um, different selection deals. You can add things like this is a group, so I'm adding things. Let's go to the taco. Let's see the pizza. Right click on it. I can add. Apparently, I can add browsers and stuff to it. And all the things. You can group things. You can set a color. Like if I wanted this to have like a purple color. Boom. Down here it's purple now. Let's get rid of it so you can see it. See how it's purple? That way you can easily see it here and there. I wish they could do it with the scenes, but they don't. They don't make it so you can set a color. I don't know why. Anyways, you can rename it, remove it, order it, move it up or down, all kinds of stuff. You can add a custom transition just for it. A lot of crazy stuff. Interact is for when you have like a website scene, and then properties and things like that. Filters, you can have a filter just on that. Sometimes that stuff gets fancy and it takes some memory. So let's see. Other than that here, let's go to add. So, because this is a big thing that my client Jamie was asking, Jamie Harbert, and this is what you'll want to know if you're gonna add something to your scene. Hit the plus button, and over here, and up here pops up all kinds of different things you can add. You can add an application audio capture, that's new. You can add an input for audio, an audio output. I haven't even begun to use those. I've done some browsers. That's fun. Like if you're gonna do YouTube, you can do it that way, and then that way you can use this interact that is usually right here. But I find it's kind of clunky. You can add a color source, like if you just want to add a blank screen of red or blue or whatever. Display capture. Now this is what I'm using right now. So if I hit display capture, it'll come up with my display capture wherever it is. Oh, see, I'm on this scene, so it's not showing a display capture. But let's add one. Display capture. I'll hit OK. It comes up to this. This is my display, so it's good to go. I can change some things, but I don't need to. Hit OK, and boom, that display capture source is added to my TV Be Right Back scene. I'm gonna click it off because I don't need it right now because I'm actually live viewing over here, and we're good to go. Now, so let's hit add again. Let's add another scene. Let's add the important one, image. Okay. Most of my bling is done by images. Let's add a new image, image number 4. Okay. And I'm gonna find. I'm gonna browse. let's go to Niobe's Sybil stickers. Let's add the small GIF. Okay, open. There it shows us. That's what we want. So we hit OK. Now you can change it to unload the image when it's not showing, or yeah, I don't know. I don't ever do any of that. I just run it. So there it is, popped up in that little corner like a baller. Let's move it. Let's we could hit the stinger and go on over, and that's what it'll show. I'm gonna pop on the display capture, and we added those two scenes to my TV Be Right Back scene. Now we're broadcasting that. Good to go. Right? If I click it off and then do the Luma wipe, boom. If I click it back on, do the stinger, boom. There she is. Click her on here, move her bigger. Got the preview. If I Luma wipe it, boom. If I click her off, do just a cutscene, there she disappears. That's the trick to adding a GIF image or a regular image. Now, most of my pictures are GIF images in here. Let's see what else I got on this scene here. I turn off this display capture. So in this preview box over here, this TV is a GIF image. So is my Be Right Back. So let's turn off my Be Right Back. The Ko-Fi robot is a GIF image too, but that's a web browser. That only pops up when an event happens in my stream. We can get to that later. Or someday. It gets into a whole new bag of worms. I got pom-poms here. Got Niobe pom-poms loaded up. And she is an image source. And this TV, this flickering TV, that is an image source. I got the static up there too. That's probably an image source. Boom. Now we're down to nothing except for my alerts. The YouTube's not hooked up right now. I'm going to remove that. So I'm going to right click and remove. I'm not using it. Those window displays, I'll show you what that is. If you go to window capture, that's the easiest way I found to show a YouTube video or certain things. You can just go to window capture and then add a window. If I create new, I hit OK, it'll come up with like right now I only got one window up, and then I'll add it here, and it's my YouTube, and what it'll show, like if I it's showing the window that I have up of my YouTube. So say like right here, it'll show you what I'm gonna request that you watch. How to set up your OBS virtual camera for StreamYard, how to use Twitch guest star, how to use OBS Studio, and there's like a cool little stream setup tour that I watched earlier to to see who else was doing setups. So that's a window capture, and it's really, really useful. And that all those happen underneath that plus tab right there. It's a very important button to me. I use that button more than anything on this whole thing. You can add text. It's just like, you add text. You can hear that. You can go, welcome to my stream tutorial. You can change the font. You can change the, I think I gotta select it here. Oh, here's where I select font. You know, change it here to Algerian regular. You can transform it. You can change the color. Select the color over here. My favorite color is pink, so you can change the opacity. Very useful feature, this text. I actually do use that from time to time when I want to be quick and not actually make a picture. I usually like to make pictures of my things, like be right back is an actual picture that I made. You know, alignment and stuff. And then the reason why you don't have a size on here is because when you do that, it comes up in your deal. Click on text here, and then you can size it here. That's why you don't have a. You know, so that's why. Let's see then. What else is there here? Video capture device. You're gonna want to know this one too. This is how you you bring in a new camera. Okay, very important. How to bring in a new camera. Video camera device. If you click create new, and you can name it here whatever you want, but then it'll ask you what cameras you want to do. Boom, boom, boom. You know, I don't want to mess up my cameras right now. Let's see, can I? Yeah, I don't want to mess up my cameras, but basically you get the gist. You know, my Logitech camera is already selected on a different, and my OBS virtual camera, that gets in a new bag of worms too. But basically, when you are running an avatar or through StreamYards, this virtual camera takes place of a real camera, if that makes sense. Let's cancel all that. So over here on the right, in the bottom, start virtual camera. If I were to hit that, instead of using any of the cameras that are physical, it'll use that virtual camera instead. I think I can show you with okay, if I go over here and I show you the real one, center big, that is actually using a virtual camera, if I believe. I think it's considered my Vcface. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but there's times where you'll want to use a virtual camera, and that's where it is. It's in your video capture device as well. So, but to hook up your camera, right here is where you do it. Virtual capture device. You know, you can put a new camera, and then, yeah, then you can add that camera through this as a scene to your scene. Do I have a? This is full desk view. I think I got all my cameras used right now, so I can't add one here. I've got this one named Photoshop. If I had my Photoshop running, it would work. Might be right back. Image. Oh, I gotta click on it, duh. Boom, there it is. Anything else? You can hold and drag this. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, these little lock buttons. If you accidentally move your stuff around in these, uh, you can hit this lock button. It'll make it so it doesn't move. Uh, I thought, I thought that's how it did. Mm, that's for each one. Trying to think of anything else I need to talk about with sources. That's basically it. Oh, you can right click on these as well. Another thing I do use is copy. I copy it and then I paste it. I usually paste it as a duplicate. If you paste it as a paste it as a reference, which it will only let me do in this one. Let's see, paste the reference. Sometimes it'll let you paste as a duplicate. I usually paste as a duplicate. If you paste it as a reference, then sometimes it'll move it and its size in each source, if that makes any sense. Audio mixer. Let's go to audio mixer real quick. That's here. Now, here's your slider for like the headphone audio and things like that. You'll want to watch out for, like, if you were to do a video. I think one of these has a video on it. Oh, I didn't explain image slideshows. Those are fun. They're pretty self-explanatory. You can add a few different pictures to a slideshow and it'll kind of cycle through. Thought I saw crypto here. Well, anyways, you can add in here, you can add media sources, right? I didn't explain that. Say I wanted to add a, I got these video game clips. They're pretty cool. I'm gonna add existing. Let's add this crypto. I love crypto. Now, if I were to, usually adds it on top, so it'll show. But the audio will come up as well. And you can probably hear that. Sometimes you want that, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, took one down.
So,
Reload, killed one.
let's get back to. Why did I add it there? Let's get back. I'm gonna have so much to fix on this when I. Okay. So see, I got this video here. And here's the audio for it. I gotta move it out of the way. Okay, I got this. Okay, I got Crypto 1, that video of the video game, loaded up on my source, right? Over here is the audio mixer. In the settings, the advanced audio properties, I made it so, okay, here's your active sources, right? You can click it so that it'll show all of them in your entire repertoire, or just the active. And then, let's see. Oh, okay, I know why. Over here, if you click on your media source, right? If you saw what I did, I went over to crypto, and I'm double clicking on it, and it pulls it up. There's the file that you're yeah, okay. I'm just making sure it keeps showing you these things. There's the file that it's coming from. You can set it to loop. You can set it to restart. You can set a bunch of things. You can change the speed of it, which helps you to, if you want to do a little time lapse, that's kind of neat. And then you want to, where is it? Somewhere there is a button that allows OBS to control the volume. And I thought it was here, but I'm not seeing it. I thought it was here, or it was in. You can get to it a few different ways. Somewhere in there is where you can control it by OBS. And that's what you want to do, because in advanced audio, because then it'll pop up here and you can give it some gain or have it come out of just the right or the left speaker. You can change this monitor so you can monitor and hear it. You know, sometimes you'll get an echo if you don't watch out. So you'll have to play. You just kind of play with this stuff. And I mean, that gets into like, yeah, gain and your properties and stuff. You know, say your microphone is not working so good or whatever. I actually had to up the gain here a little bit on my own self. So I got my microphone at 114, where everything else is kind of lower. You know, if crypto's coming in real loud, you can turn it down. You can turn it back up. You know, and that will adversely also affect the slider here. You can tell that I'm not peaking all the way to the red right now. I'm kind of in the top of the green and getting into the yellow. It's kind of like where you want. You don't want it to crunch all the way to this red. You can turn it off right here. Now you're probably hearing me again. You know, so you know, that's a good one to click if you want to mute yourself, or if you want to mute an audio. Like if you wanted crypto to come in, and you know, you can control the play and stop feature here. If you want it to play without any vocals, there you go. You want it to play some vocals?
I'm
There you
recalling
go.
my drone.
So it's a pretty good feature, you know. I think they do a really good job with this whole thing. I mean, I'm highly impressed by OBS. So that's a basic rundown of this. My friend told me some things about, like, some different things, because I had some echoes going on and stuff like that. I don't know. I always struggle with sound quality, but that's also why I do a little recording before I go live, to see that I'm on point. And sometimes I'll boomer. That's what happens. Let's turn off crypto there, period. Bye, crypto. There's a cool little video, though. Ugh, crack my neck. And I know this is getting long, but hey, we're going through some stuff. Over on the right, controls. If I hit the start streaming, see how it says, are you sure you want to start stream? No, I don't right now. But that's why I do it, because sometimes you'll accidentally bump that button and you can have a boomer moment and you're showing your panties on screen. You don't want to do that. If I hit the stop recording, it would stop my recording. I can pause it. I can start my virtual camera. Um, yeah, I mean that gets into a whole new world is virtual camera. I like to use it lately for my for streaming in StreamYards because that helps me to screen share and show my little avatar face and stuff like that. So that's all here. Um, Settings there again. We went through some of that. I still swear that I'm missing how to set up my stream key and stuff like that. Because I don't remember where that is. I thought it was an output. I don't want to change that. Um, I mean, dang, is that it with that? You can undock it, you know, so you can have it up here or whatever. I actually thought I had it in a different area because I had. You can move this stuff all around. I just messed it up. So if you see it in different areas of your own stream, that's kind of why, is because you can move it around, you know. I like my sources over here though, because you start to get an idea of what you want. You know, that's actually not bad there. Maybe that's how I had it. Maybe that's how I had it. 'Cause, yeah, you don't need very much for this. It's kind of neat how you can do all this. You can actually move this up here. Give yourself some more room. Down here, I know I'm at an hour and 11 minutes. My CPU is only 3.1%, so we're doing pretty good, you know. Um, all right, well let's go into the next section of things. That was the software setup. So first I did the physical setup. The second I did the software setup to a point. I drank some coffee. We're on a roll. um, let's talk about going live for a second. Before I go live, I have a little bit of a stream regimen. And somewhere I have that. Where did I have that? Um, well, let's just do it again here. Um, I'm going to do a window capture. I'm going to add the existing. I think I just called it window capture. I think I was just as simple as that. Yep, That's what it was. All right. I don't think it's gonna dox me either, but here's those, right? Uh, how to set up OBS, how to set up StreamYards, and how to set up the virtual camera. You know, they'll explain it better than I will. Now, let's see if it'll show my Streamlabs. This is another program that I use. It's called Streamlabs. It's a website you go to and you can set up through them. And they do certain things for my stream that I really adore. Yep, it's showing it. Cool. That's not gonna dox me, right? No. All right. And they got a cloud bot, and they got themes that you can get for free, and you can get certain things. You can multi-stream through them. This is a really huge source. I only use them for a couple things. It'll tell me like my viewership and my average views and how many followers I got per stream and all that stuff. You can go live with these guys. They got their own dashboard. They got all the things really. What I use them mostly for is some of my stream alerts. I'm gonna try to show you where that is. So, and you got to be logged in to have them work. And you got to go through and allow them as a moderator on your channel. Advanced stats have changed. Okay, here it is. Alert box. Okay, down this little left, you got to copy your widget URL, which it hides here. So I'm not going to hit these buttons, but you got to copy this widget into your OBS as a browser source. Remember how I said a source, you can add a browser? So one time I'll use it as a browser source, and then it'll come up. I'll show you. It'll come up as a browser source here. Alert follow. See this? Alert follow. If I click that and showed you, it would dox my thing. But anyways, when you set up a browser source, see how it has a little world. You set up a browser source. I'm gonna do a fake one. Alert fake. Right here is where you'll put that URL for your browser source from your Streamlabs. Okay? And then you can, here it's showing control audio via OBS. And you want to click that. You do. Because some of these browser sources, or some of these alerts are pretty loud. If you ever came into a place where it, you know, like you follow somebody and then it's really blasting loud, and like a little cartoon comes up or something and a really loud voice, that's because they didn't change it and it came out really loud. But so then right here I can take that browser source. Where did it go? Browser fake, alert fake, and I can change it to whatever size I want. So if I want that it's blocking my view here. So if I want to change the size here, over on the left, you can see, you can change it, and when that browser source comes through, it won't have this look. It'll be blank. But then when somebody follows you, or subscribes, or does something that you want them to do, that little cartoon or whatever will pop up right here. It'll pop up in this little window. So you can set it, you know, say you want the you know, our victim followed you. it would go up in here. So very useful. Okay, I'm gonna click it off as we talk. I'm gonna go back to the window capture as we talk, back into Streamlabs. Um, so here in Streamlabs again, um, I think I can test one right here. I don't know if it'll go, because I don't know if I have my alert follow on top here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's doing it right now. Let's okay, wait just a second. I'm gonna wipe over and maybe it'll do it here. If I hit test follow, it should test. Oh yeah. So if you our victim is now busting into the group. Welcome, and don't spill the Kool-Aid. All right. Well, that's me. Yeah. Anyway, so then you can test all of them. You can test your subscription, your unsub, your test donations. If you have them set up, this is where you set them up. You can set up a background color if you need one. Moderation delay, like if too many people are doing those alerts at the same time, that way it won't like clunk up your system. Layout, um, replace your bad words if you want. Let's see. This is the general settings. So follows. Let's click on follows here. This is where, like right here in the center, that's where I put my GIF, my Kool-Aid Man GIF. This is where I need to put an audio that says, "Oh yeah," I'm working on that. You can do the duration for 20 seconds or whatever. It's cool. Like I said, you can do that with subscriptions. You can change. I got the default little dude. Let's test the subscription. You see how that does have a little dude, or it has my little. Where'd my little dude go? Anyways, it's got the little noise and everything. So, anyways, that's StreamYards, right? Um, Message template. Let's see. I got my little dude. I don't know why my little dude didn't come up, but and I don't know if I use it for very much else. I can't remember if Cloudbot Redemptions. You can do merch through this company and everything, and they work with YouTube and all kinds of different stuff. So definitely look into Streamlabs. I'll click on to the next guy, Nightbot. Nightbot's one of my favorites too. Now, what I'm getting to is that I turn these on first before I go live. I start these basically before I go live anytime. Um, Here's Nightbot. Nightbot is another one I use. It's nightbot.tv, and therefore you got to add it as a moderator, and so you'll see Nightbot as a moderator in my channel, and then I use them for commands basically. So I set it for like if I type in uh, exclamation point atrocity, then it'll show a link to Atrocity Press. If I put in exclamation point cozy into my chat, it'll tell you to look for cozy blankets and give you a link to my website and all the blankets that I show. I got all these all these different different things, exclamation point Niobe. It'll say go follow Niobe Comics. It's an indie comic creator, blah blah blah, his YouTube. And you can put that in the chat and then get a response from Nightbot. It's my little robot that helps control my chat. You can have it help you with spam protection. You can have it notice regulars if there's a regular in your stream. You can have it do timers. You got all kinds of stuff. I actually think that Nightbot is what does my end title screen. So there's a lot of features that you can use with Nightbot. And I start them first so that they work in my stream. And I'll talk about StreamYards. You'll want to start StreamYards up if you want to multi-stream. You want to start that up before your stream as well. And that's basically what I'll talk about through that. How you guys all doing? Still with me? Whew, it's a lot. Before I set up my stream as well, before I even start up OBS, I start my Vcface. Vcface is let's see here, window capture, right? Display capture. I'm getting some notifications on my phone. I was trying to show Vcface real quick. Maybe I can add it as another source here. Let's add it as a window capture, maybe. Window capture 2. It looks like I can add it as Vcface. Oh, I know how I can do it. It's really not showing there. But let's just do it through here. Now Vcface is my avatar deal. Yeah. That works. Okay, so why is it not? Do I have to be on it to show it? Yeah. Okay, so Vcface pops up this, all right? And it has an interface before this that selects your avatar. But if I don't start it first, my dude will be completely locked in one spot and he won't move around. So I gotta start my Vcface first. Now this is the avatar rigging program that allows him movement. I could get into avatars a whole different ball game later on. I mean, there's like the settings of his movement. You can add props and you can reset his position so that he like, you know, however you're sitting in your chair that day, he'll operate that way. Down here, you can control some things about like if he's gonna grit his teeth or like smile or whatever, you know. If I'm I'm so sad, you know. Oh boy, oh, just like my Rob Liefeld voice. You know what I mean? So then, oh, I just closed it out. So I guess I could show you here, you probably, if I turn it back on, powered it by Unity, I got all these different characters here. If I click on even like the girl, oh wow, she's gonna move. A lot of times she'll be locked up, you know. Um, a lot of times, most times she'd be locked up if I did that. Like if I started her second. Um, and then over here in this little corner is a little button that hides all the HUD and makes it transparent. So that's that, right? Uh, I always start my Vcface first. Start my OBS. Start my Streamlabs. Start my Nightbot, and then I go to set up Twitch. Now setting up Twitch is a pretty easy thing. In Twitch, there's like a stream manager, and that way you can set up like what your stream is going to be called, and things like that. Um, what category you want to stream in, whether it's art or video games or whatever. And that's all in Stream Manager. Um, then yeah, I hit the live button. And show my live screen for a little while. I go through some different things. I click there and there. There again, I got my sound down on my thing because this is a pretty loud video. I like it though, but it's pretty loud. So I'll let that run while I let that first scene run. That's when I send out my live notifications. Some streamers I know have a long getting ready stream scene at the beginning, the live soon stream beginning, because that's where they're putting out live notifications. What I've noticed is that if you put them out before you go live, some people will hit the button and then they don't notice. They notice that you're not live, so then they skip away and they don't stay with you because they think that was like a false live notification or they missed you or something. So what you want to do is you want to have your stream active first, then set out your notifications that you're live. That's just a tip that worked for me, and I still do it to this day. I guess I don't know what else to say. So, I guess I did have a couple of notes on here. If I had a wish list of what I would do in the future, I would get a Stream Deck. Stream Deck is like a little add-on that you can add on to your hardware setup that controls like noises and events in your stream, and it's like a hotkey button pad, and that seems like it's a cool thing. You can have sound clips or little, um, you can have a scene set up that you hit with one button. I guess if I had another monitor, that would be cool. A better microphone setup. My microphone's all right, but the better the better. I don't know what else would I don't know what else I'd need. Um, a second computer completely. Bigger and better is always bigger and better. More time. I just need more time. So that being said, thank you for popping in. This is Art Victim. And I guess I'm out. You know, it's a very robust program. And I hope that you guys have a good time with it. I'm going to peace out, Girl and Boy Scouts. Thank you for hanging out for so long. Hopefully you learned something. Definitely like and subscribe, and hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them the best I can. I'm basically a hack. I've been using this program for like a long time, and I know a couple things, but I don't know necessarily the best way, but I can maybe help you out. And I'll try to put some links in the comment section. All right. Peace out.